last episode we helped Lynn up to safety, but it seems we're not out of the danger zone just yet, as we have to find a way to get to Jout, and we might just have a way to do that. Maybe. Yeah, I'll talk to Lynn and Kimmerl. So Shell is definitely then the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Let's just get to Jout to what will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might be another torpedo in this submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jout. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? So what are you gonna do? Right on top of the torpedo? Of course not. You guys are going to go. Then I kinda wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? So my dad isn't here in the submarine. Don't worry, we're gonna go get him right now. Okay. I bet it didn't hurt Lynn's feelings what I said about my dad saving us if he wasn't here. Don't worry about that. It was like that just to roll off right off Miss Lynn's back. She was really thick-skinned. Ouch. I'm gonna start being tougher too. I wanna make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla. I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. And I guess we have to do this? Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Ew, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now. But do you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this thing is a bit busted. Get up there. And go to the torpedo room. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jout up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And then just turn on the backup power. We gotta be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Wanted to go around. This switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken. I don't think the entire device is broken though. It'll probably just work fine. It'll just fine if I could move the switch. We just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. We have a little buddy radio. What happened to these 2 ladies? I think it's up to us and our powers. What? There's no time to be standing around, unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Okay, just move down there. Move these around. Move back up. And fix switch. There we go, that torpedo looks serviceable. Also on this end too. But something sword. What is? The command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, right, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Already set the torpedoes course? It would head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it will pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? Aye. I'm sorry, I can't go. What? Just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. Can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn? You're staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand it. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla. I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right there waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good ball, Missile. Are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. Cecile? Yes? We never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right, Cece? Right, Missile? That's right, we promised, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. Detective Jowd. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry sir, wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. Can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla and what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, you know. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. Was he afraid of my powers? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you? You meal? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly figure out? So that's your real name, huh? Emil? That's right. But there's people on the, you know, we're calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favour? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? System engineers, what's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? It's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime that the nation's top secret might attract. I never thought for the life of me I would ever have to deal with spies. If it was ever made public, it was never made public, but every organisation in the country moved on this one. And then one day the name of a certain program emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then the incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Emil. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was held in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers if they didn't help anybody? Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And that's why you murdered Elmer. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge on an deal, I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life? Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And then the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth, a new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, and everyday life. I wanted to grow old grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. And that's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temdex was all about. You had no idea they were doing all this? Not at all, I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal the husk of the Temdex meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After they manipulated incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Camilla and the old pension guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park. But there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd thief guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old person. The park is like a silent battlefield, and on an international scale. That's why they couldn't steal the Temdex meteorite. And literally under the pretense of building housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temdex meteorite. That's it, huh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, huh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Judd back to life, of course. What? What good would that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we would save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Judd. I've been goaded by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then, back to 4 minutes before your death. Okay, let's go back. Again. So, where are you headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There's only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We'll run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I'm not human, Detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that along, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing about a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Now's the time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Yeah. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what the big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small? Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Huh. What is it, detective? Look at Emil's shell. There's no aura emitting from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsec fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? I guess we can just, possess him. I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is, that they're afraid of. What is it? My timer was perpetually stopped thanks to the powers of Temsec. His body cycle between the moments that separate his life and death. Right about not anymore, the Temsec fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsec fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when is our death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Yeah, I'll let this episode run a little bit longer, since, what we're going to be doing now is the final part, so, might as well ease up the last episode, so, the episode isn't too long, since I think the credits go on for a bit, too. It's ready. Hold it. Give up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just come down and drop that weapon. Step back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Oh, kidding. Shoot, you might get hurt. Are you okay? You're right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a police detective. That's a 10-second video right now. It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. Change a lot of our fates completely. We can't stop time from falling from the sky. But we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jard? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteor fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can't accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, the fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be your last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Guys, get started. And, we'll do that in the next episode, which will be the finale. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm not sure. But until then, that is when I'll see you.